Welcome back to today's episode of Questica 1. In Questica 1, we dive into one of the most fascinating and emotional topics in modern medicine, which is cancer vaccines. That's right, the very idea that within the next decade, we may see vaccines not just preventing infectious disease, but actually preventing or even treating cancer. It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? But this is not just science fiction anymore. This is science unfolding before our very eyes. Let's start with the basics. A cancer vaccine isn't like your typical flu shot. Instead of fighting off a virus, these vaccines are designed to train the immune system to recognize and attack cancer cells. Cells that are normally found in clever ways to hide in our bodies. Researchers are exploring personalized vaccines which are tailor-made for individual patients, using their unique genetic makeup and the DNA profile of their tumors. Just imagine a therapy so specific that it's designed just for you, like a medical fingerprint. In the recent months, the buzz has grown louder and louder. Big names who rose to global fame during the COVID-19 pandemic are leading clinical trials for mRNA-based cancer vaccines. Early results have been shown promising signs in fighting melanoma, lung cancer, and even pancreatic cancer, some of the deadliest and the most difficult to treat forms of cancer. The excitement is real, but so is the caution. These are still early stage trials, and success in the lab does not always translate into success in the real world. So the question arises for the normal public is, how true is the revolution? Medical experts suggest that while a universal, off-the-shelf cancer vaccine may be unlikely in the next 10 years, targeted vaccines for specific cancers could be absolutely a standard treatment. Think of it this way. Just like chemotherapy and immunotherapy changed the way we fight cancer, cancer vaccines could be the next big leap forward. It won't happen overnight and it won't eliminate cancer entirely, but it could mean longer survival, fewer relapses, and in some cases, a complete prevention. The implications are enormous. Just imagine a world where a diagnosis of melanoma no longer carries the same fear, or where people with high genetic risk of certain cancers could take a vaccine as a safeguard. It would shift not just medicine but the way societies approach healthcare. Insurance models would change, preventive medicine would change the center stage. In global cancer care, certainly, which costs billions every year, could become less about late-stage treatment and more about stopping the disease right before it grows. But you know what they say, with great hope comes big questions and doubts. Who will have the access to all these vaccines? Will they be affordable, or will they remain a luxury for the wealthy few? And ethically, how will we navigate the personalized nature of these treatments, where the data from your own body becomes part of the cure? These are the issues that policymakers, scientists, and everyday people will need to grapple with. To sum up this cancer facade, cancer vaccines within reach in the next decade is the big question. The answer is yes, though in specific and carefully targeted forms. Cancer vaccine is not a miracle or a cure-all, but it could very well be the beginning of a new era in oncology, and that's a revolution worth keeping your eyes and our hopes on. This is Dhruvi, and you've been listening to Questica 1. Stay tuned, stay curious, and remember, the future of medicine might be very closer than we think.